All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Last Epoch here on 2 weeks of random games. So, before we go and continue on, we need to add the storm here. So, one here, then we go one here, and then two here. I'm going to leave totem here. Okay. And Allie has completely updated her video for the leveling guide. Well, not video, but her guide for her um, deal for the frogs. If you go to the lastepochtools.com, go to the build guide section, look for frogs. If you just filter it by the newest season 1.3 or season 3, uh, it will be like one of the first few deals. Just look for frogs, and it'll say it's by Allie, Allie. So they've completely updated the build today. If you go all the way down to the bottom of the guide, there is a um, deal that says that it was updated. It's got like it says August 23rd. The change log for the guide is updated all the stuff today. So yeah, and they've completely, I think, removed all references to summon raptors as a leveling deal, and have replaced it with summon uh, summon scorpion that you get once you hit level 15 points into the Beastmaster tree, which will be like around level 25 to 27 usually. Also, there is a uh, leveling guide for skills and passives until you get to that point, and then you switch to the Scorpion build planner, go through that. They also have things about what all the stats you want and everything. You want strength, you want attunement early on while you're using the storm crows, and then you can also kind of use attunement a little bit. It's more likely you want to go ahead and start switching to dex, because once you get the frogs, they're strength and dex, not strength and attunement. Um, and very things like that. Um, so you're looking for like strength on your gear, dex on your gear, increase minion damage on your gear early on, and eventually increase minion damage changes to dex will be a higher deal once you get the frogs. And then also while you're using the scorpion, you want to look for it doesn't come into effect until you're level 48, so really, really late, is increased minion damage over time. And you put that on like your weapon, I think, and that's increases your damage of your scorpion a lot. But it also gets damage from like strength, I think a little bit of dex, and you can get until you get the increased minion damage over time. You use increased minion damage and go for there. So yeah, it's all been updated and everything, so it's a lot easier to follow and stuff now. So yeah, we're gonna be continuing on in just 1 second. I was trying to figure out where the next thing I wanted was. So I did this already. I think I wanted to check the shop real quick, see if anything showed up. Also, eventually, now, since you're going to be doing Scorpion, until you get the ability to get increased minion damage over time, she suggests you use a one-hander and a shield, and get a shield that gives you a lot of resistance and health. until then. And then you may want to switch to a two one-handers on swipe. There's a skill node on swipe somewhere. I don't know where it is, but there's a skill node. Uh, I'm not sure where it is actually. Yeah, I'm not sure where the skill node is. There's supposed to be a skill node that allows you to do better with dual wielding. Yeah, I don't know where it would be. Let me see if I can find it in the guide real quick. Yeah, it's called Harmony of Blades. Oh, that's right. That's not in this one. That's in the passive skill tree. Sorry about that. Is that in here? Yeah, it's this one. Can equip axes in the offhand, equip swords in the offhand. If you wish to do this, or you want this, I think later on once you get the ability to do get the increased melee damage, increased minion damage over time because um, that allows you to double up on that stat. With the without it, you can't put it like on a shield. You can't put it like on the you can't put it on. I mean, you can put it on the two hander, and but it's not until like way later levels that it becomes um possible to do to get the higher stat that a two-hander would give you. Two-handers can get higher rolls usually in games like this, um, but eventually the one-handers can. They don't get the highest roll, but having two of them, kind of offsets the ability to not have them. I knew there was something up here. Oh, okay. So there's another primal guy. Set piece. As you can see, we're doing a lot more damage than we were before when we were doing the last episode. It's because I just specialized into the skill for the storm crows. Um, is there anything else we want in swipe right now? I don't think there's really much else there is to be in swipe. Yeah, 2311. 2311. Yeah. So there isn't really anything else in swipe right now we can put points into unless we want to just switch to a later build. I don't really need it. We're just using our swipe for the thing. Oh, wow. Okay. Um, I wasn't, ow. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting them to come out. I thought the whole mechanic was going into his deal, but apparently that was just a special thing to introduce us to the mechanic. All right. So we got our primordial thing, which is nice. Okay. Uh, let me see. Can I like upgrade any gear? Do I have anything with minion damage on it? I think I've like got a lot of minion health, unfortunately. Here's something that has minion damage. Can I upgrade that? I can. I still have 5 forge potential, but I can't upgrade it anymore. All right. Okay. Yeah, I was surprised that they, okay, it's pebbles. All right. Oh, the Pebble 2 set doesn't work. Apparently it's been a bug for a really long time. I just found out about it. Apparently the Pebbles 2 set just does not work at all. Um, this doesn't help us. Increase damage over time doesn't help. I'm just going to get rid of that. Oh, I forgot. That's one thing I did forget. Let me do this real quick. Um, yep. There is, we updated the filter today to reflect the new changes to do um, primordial, not the primordial, the freaking, I can't speak. Sorry. Uh, the, the, um, this is not the build. What the hell? This is not what it's supposed to be. Why is this the Thornmaster build? This shouldn't be the Thornmaster build at all. Did something break? I think something broke on the filter. Let me go to the flute filter and try again. There it is. There's the Frogmaster. I have no idea what that was. I don't know why it linked to our Thornmaster build. It shouldn't have. All right, do that. There we go. So we're gonna do this. All right, I guess we'll do that icon and that icon. Confirm. Okay. Uh, as I was trying to say, where I got uh done is yeah the loot filter's been updated. Oh man. All right. So I'm gonna drop all these items and so we can see if there's something new here. Doesn't look like it's all the green stuff. Okay. Yeah. So this is good. He like leaped right as I was gonna do it. Hi, kitty. Very unhappy kitty because I'm not paying attention to them. What am I missing up here? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Beast mastering. Leveling that up. Mana, poison resist, health regen per second. Kitty cat. Very upset with me. Okay. Soul Bastion, huh? Got some idols we can check out a bit. are you? Go on. Let's see what we got here. Boredom potions use some elemental resistance. War elemental resistance. Freeze rate multipliers and cold res. Hmm. So a cast avalanche boulder at a nearby enemy on melee attack. We could actually use that. Minion physical damage and physical damage. So that could be useful later on once we unlock. We would have to unlock like a whole deal. It's like 4 long. So we would have to go from here to here somehow. And we can't like flip it. So it can't go up and down. It's left or right only. This isn't bad, but not that great. But this one's nice. The ward, it'd be better off if it was like just straight health, but that's a lot of elemental res we can use. I think I won't use this one, but I will switch this out. I'll take less damage for more defense right now. And then we have the Soul Bastion, which is block chance, block effectiveness, gain a soul charge on kill at 5 sword charges, cast Soul Eruption, and +2 to Soul Feast, which I think is from Acolyte, I think. And then we have Pebbles as well, which isn't going to help us at all. All right. Let's see what we got here. Nothing really. All right. Let's go do this quest down here. Watch out for those things. They're very dangerous. Head south. Your only goal in this area is to head south as much as you can. Just keep on going until you can go south and then head south when you can. Here and grab this. This is where we want to be. And then we do this. And then we go back to the cultist camp. Yeah, that's a really quick area. That's why I always go up first. Because it's always quicker to go up first. Oh, right. This one. And then you gotta go kill a boss. Also, this one's pretty difficult if you ain't prepared for it. if you know it's stuff, you can get around it. It's just a pattern. The biggest thing is if it throws down a lot of the lightning area effect, it might kind of block you if you're melee like I am. But we were kind of a mix of melee and range, so we would have been fine. So now we hit this, which makes it do more damage. That's why don't until you I wouldn't, even though it shows it in the passive skill tree of the guide, I wouldn't take this node right here until you have only Scorpion. You don't want to use this with the crows because this node here in the skill part relies on having more than one crow. So yeah, it'd be completely useless. You'd be just gimping yourself pretty hard. So don't try and pick that up until you get the Scorpion. They even say that in the guide, but that node is taken in the passive skill tree for some reason um, before the switch to the deal. So I just wanted to give a heads up just in case. All right, so we got a point here. I'm just going to make this more mana efficient. So we're going to go this way first. Get this little side quest done first. Strength. Yeah, strength is be good to pick up. Always pick up anything that have strength on it. Hopefully you get that. Because that is your that is your main stat, basically. Especially early on, then you kind of, once you have the frogs, you want to switch to uh, a kind of a mix of dex and strength. Huh. And there's a rune of ascendance as well. I'm not totally sure. I'm wondering if it's because of the base or if it's because of the prefix of... I can kind of check, I guess. See if I can see... Show me. Trying to see where this gets affected by, but I'm not really seeing it showing me. See, you're supposed to be able to hover over it and have your filter on at the same time, open at the same time, and it'll show you what rule is affecting it. But I just personally do not see it happening. The only thing I can think of it would be this one, but why would that be Poison Necro Fizz gear? It's not a staff. And it's not a 60 plus ring. So yeah, I'm not totally sure why this is showing in this filter like this. We drop it. Looks like it's rule 38. Okay, it has to be on the ground. I forgot about that. So yeah, it is this one. Higher poison necro fizz gear. I guess it could be considered fizz gear because of the critical strike chance on it. It has necrotic resistance, but that shouldn't be what it's asking for. I don't think I have any shadow runes. Nah. It's not, I think it's not until like, uh, act, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something that you start getting shadow runes just dropping. And then, of course, once you get to monoliths, you get them a lot. Another soul bastion. I wouldn't need that. Physical void damage, increased physical damage, melee void damage, melee physical damage, poison on hit, ignite on hit. That might actually be better than mine. Problem is it's a spell damage. Melee void damage, melee physical, poison, and ignite. So, I mean, we could try this one as well. No. No, this give. Oh, I was looking at the wrong item. I have poison on hit and ignite on hit on mine. So I was looking at the wrong thing. Melee damage and spell damage. Okay, we want to take this anyway because of that node. Um, we don't need it once we really switch to um the deal, but if we could get this node before then, that's going to increase our crow damage. And that's really the only way to really increase it is that node. This has got a bunch of poison chance on hit, so that's like a tier 2, so that would be... Oh, actually, it's not as much as I thought. So, as an aside, when you go to break down an item in the forge, you shatter it, you rune of removal it, something to get the shards out of an item. You get... The number of shards you get depends on the tier of that roll. So on our weapon here, we have a plus 18 melee void damage. You see where it says it's a tier 2. If we had shattered or removed this and got that roll to get those shards, we would get between 1 and 2. It's a random number that we would get, but we would be get between 1 and 2 and so on, going up in the tier numbers as we go. So, yeah, what just challenges? Ow. That's a... Yeah, he's bleed, so it's very hurty. Um, I want this one and this one. So even the new filter says you don't need these, but I would go ahead and maybe take them if you wanted to, just in case you wanted them. I don't need another one of these. I don't think you can break these down. Yeah, I don't think... Can we even... Yeah, we can't even shatter these. There's some way later on that you can shatter set items. That you can do that. I'm gonna try and shatter this, since we just got a shatter. Oh yeah, we did get it. Okay. We can't modify this weapon with it, but if we ever get a new weapon, we could. We need I think we need a suffix open for it. Yeah, melee, minion melee and spell damage is a suffix, so. We're going to need a new weapon eventually anyway. Ours has no, we've got Snowblind. We're not really doing any cold hits. And then we have a 50% less block effectiveness, dodge rating for each hit blocked recently, 4 gained health for you dodge. This is a dodge shield instead of a block shield. Yep. Health regen per second shard is great. Bow attack, not really, of course, because we're not playing with bows. Make sure all my cooldowns are done. Clear out the enemies around us. We got a health potion in case we need it. Go ahead and take it. And here we go. Okay. Got another primordial thing. Good, 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 good. I don't remember how many primordial things we needed for that helmet, but it's good that we're getting them early. We couldn't choose the other thing we wanted. That must be like a higher tier thing. Three. Okay. So our next points should be into, what was it again? Where's the, oh, okay. That went, that's why. So our next points should be into, I think, 2 points there, right? Yeah. So our next points are in here, 2 points into this. So Boar Heart. We gain, as you're granted aspect Boar for a duration when you traversal skill or evade, a buff that grants you 30% increased bleed duration and reduces damage taken by 15%. Effect has a 2 fricate cooldown. You also have additional endurance. Um, so if we had a weapon that inflicted bleed, we could take advantage of that. But really, the whole thing you're doing, because in this 4 is the 15% deal. And then we also get 2 endurance per point, which endurance is kind of a one-shot protection mechanic. Eventually, you do want some one-shot protection mechanics. If you endurance will let you not take a percentage of your health. If I remember the way it was, it doesn't protect you from damage over time, but any hit that it can take off as much red health as I have, but no one hit can take off the yellow health, and that's your endurance, basically. It's a one-shot mechanic they added to the game to protect you. There also used to be, I don't know if it even still shows it up in here. Let me look real quick. It'd be under stats. It'd be under other, I think. I think it's still in the game, but there is so little chance of you getting it that it's not even funny. It used to be it used to be the one way to build things. Just looking to see if we still have it or not. I can't remember the name of it though. It was like some type of true damage or something you could do. or it was some kind of defensive deal. Yeah, I don't see it, but there was, I think, either a damage type or a defense type. I cannot remember what it is. That like just negated, like if you got it high enough or in early betas, you could just negate all damage to you. I can't remember. I think that's what it was. I can't remember what it was called though, and I don't see it in here anymore anywhere. So I don't even know if you can get it anymore. I think it used to be like an event, a thing you could get still, but you would get so little of it. I just can't remember what it was called off the top of my head. Oh no, here it is. Gansey blow. This was what you would do for every 5% less damage from glancing blows. So what you could use to do is you could just stack armor to high heaven. And I think this is the way it worked. You could stack armor to high heaven, which gave you armor gives you your great physical resistance. And if you had all your resistances at 75 max res for everything, armor, and then you could get this like up to like I don't know, I think another 75% this chance to receive a glancing blow, you would basically just not die at that point. You could just basically not die at that point. Never have to worry about it again. Hmm. And that they took that away and turned on the uh, endurance threshold mechanic. That's when they introduced the endurance threshold when they took that away. You can still get it on the like it's really really rare. I think I'm gonna take that to shatter later, but you can't get the numbers that you used to could in early betas. They nerfed the shit out of those chests. They used to give you some gear out of them. Then we just head back. We should be heading to the council chambers. We can talk to this lady.
May it tear a smile upon you. Farewell.
And you can tell her, like, you can tell her to call it the Rat City. I don't think it ever comes up again, but you can tell her to call it the Rat City. And then we do call it a pact, 2 points into this, which you and your companions have additional health, and you and your companions are healed whenever you use a companion ability. So that's like you're wondering what a companion ability is. When you have a companion out, which we have Storm and Torcrows, when we use their damage ability, uh, the uh, the Stormcrow damage thing, that allows us to that's a companion ability when we use it. Let me do a comparison here real quick. So this one's better. Yeah, totally. The block effectiveness is so much more. I didn't know. Hmm, okay. And then yeah, I was going to see if I could shatter that. I do have a shatter rune, so let's go ahead and shatter that. We got the melee lightning damage shard, which not really what we wanted.
Yes.
And we could check the shop. We can get another shard. And I'm going to go ahead and just shatter this because this will give us one of those. Got two cold res. Not
Follow your feet.
what I was hoping for, but it is what it is.
Yes.
We can't shatter that, so we can just sell it.
Follow your feet.
I'm going to dump this off in here.
Yes.
Oh, uh,
Follow
uh,
your feet.
that one can stay, but this one needs to go into the shattered stuff.
Yes.
All right, so what do you got? Do you have a bearded axe that we could try and use? That is better, probably if we can. It just depends on if we can like get enough stuff on it without it like breaking. We can try though. I think it's our highest base we can have right now. And it is an average speed, so it's not that bad. This one has, and fortunately, increased minion health instead of minion damage. Yeah, unfortunately, I think increased minion health is like more common than increased minion damage. So we can see what we can do with this. So we could throw on a prefix. Uh, we could throw on what num is there a way to tell how many shards I have? I have one shard of that. I have one shard of that. No. Melee lightning. I only have one shard of all this stuff. Really? Yeah, I only have one of each of these. Damn. That's not going to help me out at all. I thought I had more. Because the tier 1 roll is like low. So I can keep the axe until unless see if we can get something better, but well, there's some melee fire damage we can chance
Yes.
to get here. Okay, we'll try the will. Okay, we got the melee fire damage. Let's also try and get the melee void damage. We got that as well.
Follow your
Okay.
feet.
All right. So I think my highest number of shards. I got 3 melee fire damage, only the 1 melee. Okay, so and we do have Glyph of Hopes on, so we do that. We got a tier 2 off of it. We got a critical. Okay. I would like to get Ignite on hit on it. And then the minion melee and spell damage. And we can try and put another prefix on here. We could put is anything really gonna help us out? I mean it does, but unless we get another one, it's not gonna be worth it. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to can I erase this? I'm gonna erase this. Okay. Yeah, that's all the numbers I have. So let's get this up to 2 and can we get this one up to 2 as well? Cool. So this is better than what we have right now. Definitely now. So that's great. So we got a new weapon. Unfortunately, it is on a average deal. I'm gonna put this off into shatter so we can try and get some shards out of it later if we can. All right, we're pretty much broke now though. We have like 2,300 gold. All right, so our next point of interest is to go back to here. Nope, that's not where we want to be. We actually want to be there. Go down here. Go through here. And this is the next side quest we can do. Damage. Watch out for these guys. Those guys are very dangerous. The big raptor looking things. And those guys are dangerous if you're close to them when they do that. The reason why that's so dangerous is because if you don't have much stun avoidance, it can just stun lock you and kill you. Damn it. Another rune of removal for us. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of extra damage, isn't it? I think I'm like almost one-shotting the rares when I hit them with the thing. Either the swipe into it or the just the guys into it. Yeah, it just chunks them down. This. And our point. Nothing there. All right. Let's see. So we got Morning Frost, which is freeze rate multiplier, movement speed, 1 cold damage to attacks and spells per point of dexterity, -1 physical and gold resistance per point to dexterity. Early on, it's not that bad. We actually have no dexterity right now, so it actually wouldn't do anything for us. So we can take that apart. That I'm not. the poison res would be nice, but okay, I'll just this one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just gonna check that. Yep. Travel back to our location we were before. We can go and get the quest done later. Lots of shards. Nice. There's a got a minion damage shard. Got it up to tier 3, which is 23% increased damage. Nice. More damage. More damage, more damage. I'm surprised we're one-shotting those guys even without them being rare. Those guys are like a little bit tanky. Also, the spawners are always tanky as well, and we're pretty much one-shotting them as well. Which is a surprise. Another melee fire damage shard. Unfortunately, I think I want to spend all the rest of my forging potential on the minion damage, minion spell damage node on my weapon. We're like really, really like over leveled for this place, so I'll I'll like kill rares and stuff, but I'm not going to be looking for other things. Maelstrom, physical, void res. That's actually not that bad. I'm gonna have to check against mine. But mine is 2 attunements through strength, 38 health. Oh. Okay. Well, we can like take it apart for shards. We can look and see if this guy's got anything. Damn. They gave me a glove. Not that great. What you want is the boots. You want boots. Void Centaurs always have a crap ton of health. They're considered like a mini boss because of the quest you have to do that we had to kill one earlier. Now, I think these guys, the Prophet guys, I think are always rare. So if you see one of those, you definitely want to kill them. Nothing great there. Oh. What's the question mark on the map? That was nice. But yeah, what's the... I don't know why there's a question mark here on the mini map. I knew it's not a question mark. I'm playing around. It's it's the way it looks on the mini map. It's not actually a question mark. 9 and 9. 9 health, 12 armor. No resistances though. I'm gonna take that to take apart later for movement speed, because that would be definitely be helpful. Wow, didn't one-shot this guy. I think he might have had extra health. None of that is anything we want. The resistances are nice, but that's not just for that. I'm not gonna shatter just that. Envy. Okay. Here's the big chest. Got some idols. Another chest here. Just gold. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, if we get there's these two daggers I think that are always here. That you can use as a rogue. I'm not sure why they're always here. They don't always have the same stats, but I'm not sure they're named, so I'm not sure where they come from or who that person is. Okay, so I'm gonna put these over here to grab that later. Healing effectiveness, necrotic damage, and vitality and poison res. This is actually pretty good early on, but eventually you do want to switch it out. Void res, physical resistance, critical strike multiplier, freeze rate multiplier, cold res. And no. Um, I'm still not sure if I want to get this or not. I guess I'll take it and shatter it. I'm not going to use it. This can go over here as well. Down quickly. Nice. Alright, we got see, we did level up as well, so let me put the point there. So how many points have we spent in a tree? 12. We need to get to 15, so we need I may have to look at what I need to do next on the next tree, because yeah, I'm way behind. I'm supposed to be having like two let's see, what level are we at? Yeah, I'm supposed to have like 2 or 3 more points due to quest, and I just don't have them because I'm way behind in the deal. I'm supposed to be at I'm supposed to already be at like act 2.5 or 3 by now for my level, so I'm way behind. I'm always slow
Spirits
though.
tell they left this place long ago.
Minion health, physical res, necrotic resistance. Physical res would come in handy next level area, and it is 1% more. It is more minion health. It's just losing the vitality. That's going to give us like less health. overall. But we'll go ahead and switch.
This place has seen such sorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, let's clear the place out. Wait for cooldowns to come up. Yep. Oh. Oh, okay. Cool.
We have
How you
once
doing?
again cornered a rift beast. What can we make with these, I wonder?
So, where's the helmet? It's down here. So, we need 24 of them. And we need these here as well. So if we can get the beast to have both the primordial fang and these, that's what we want. And then we don't have to modify the thing anything else unless later on when we feel we can handle it, we could put, if there's ability to put more, to get more of those on there at once. Is what we can do. If we don't get it dropped. You can get these items to drop, but this is like in case you need
We have once again caught the bounty of the hunt.
So let me this. All right.
We have once again cornered a rift beast. Come, traveler.
Okay.
Enough trading. The wilds are waiting.
Oh, he's actually coming with me this time. I have no idea why. He didn't come with me the first time I went through. Ooh, they hurt a lot. I'm wondering if it's because they're like fire damage so much. I do have a pretty good bit of fire res, but not that much.
A new trophy.
I'm just gonna take it a little bit easy here. Are we already here? Oh, we're already here. Okay.
He's caught. Traps down. Alcatraz. Save their skulls.
There we go. Alright, so what is our choice here? Getting those, or those? Um... You can only have 4. Okay. Well, we do want more. We need like 200,000 bones, so we do want more bones. So let's go ahead and do this. There it goes. It's out into the world.
Fine choice of egg. Our next hunt will be our greatest yet.
Okay. Oh. Gilgamesh is back. But we killed Gilgamesh a lot easier than we did last. Oh, that's nice. That's a lot of strength. Unfortunately, it's got dodge rating and increased armor, so we'd take that to take apart. River Champion's Chitin Helm, Primalist Helm with armor and poise res just straight on top of it. 1 vitality, 1 to stem and thorn totem, which doesn't really help us. Health regen, cold res. Increased minion damage, plus 1 to maximum companions. Oh, wow. That's nice. Yeah, that's an upgrade for us. Yeah, that's an upgrade for us. The maximum companions is eventually not going to do anything for us because of the passive we're going to take here. But I wish this gave you... So this limits you to one companion. I wish it gave you more on top, depending on your max number of companions that you can have. That would... I mean, it would probably be OP, but still it would be fun. But that was a find right there. Like I said, this is great. The other problem is there's only strength on it, really. But we can try and shatter it. Do I have a shattering right now? I do have 3 removals. Okay, I'll use them on this. I don't need to anymore. Cool. This I can just shatter because I would like anything off of that. The minion health more than anything, but the everything. I'll shatter this as well. I don't have any more shatters. Okay, so we're not going to do that then. Anything that I want to... we can chance a removal on this. We got the poison res, so we don't need that anymore. We would like definitely the minion movement speed if possible. Yep, movement speed. We got that. We don't need that anymore. Do I have no more runes right now. Okay, so I'll just move things around and we'll continue on. So, okay. Whoa, hello. Wow, that guy's big. It's just, I all of a sudden looked and wow, a giant dude. So there's that. Um, we don't really have that. Does this remove the poisons? All poisons occurs with frostbite. Okay. Double projectiles chance. Yeah, we can do that for more thorns. Okay. We could get more mana, or we could just get more damage but less cast speed. I think we're just going to do the chance to double the projectiles as a thing. And then we have a point here that we can use. Interesting, but no. Damage per shock stack. Nah. Increase critical strike chance. That probably good. This gives us shock chance and lightning res on top. Interesting. This just gives us more area and 100% shock chance. Okay. We could convert it to cold. I think I'm just going to do this one, just give us more area. It doesn't give us, doesn't decrease our damage. Reduce effect against bosses and players. So yeah, we can do that. More shock chance on everything. Until we get our deal. Okay. Okay. Male bracers of deflection. Okay, that's just straight up resistance, so we can just shatter that. Used to, you had to find both of them for this quest. You would have to go both sides of the temple. You'd have to go all the way over here, and then you'd have to go all the way to the other side. Oh, silver ring. Okay. So, throwing attack speed, healing effectives, necrotic resistance. Eh. It's got, like, necrotic resistance. The only reason it's red is because it's a silver ring. While it's great, I'm not going to be using... Not unless it has some good stats on it. So I think I'm pretty much just going to be holding on to my passive points until I can put 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah, 3 more points in. So we need to either get like 2 free points or level up 2 more times or something. Or a passive point and a free point. Uh, that's some good stuff we could take off of that helmet. We took it and shattered it, so we'll take it. Hmm. Well, it's not Gilgamesh this time. I have no idea how I missed there. Because I was right on top of him. So that was weird. You gonna... Oh, you just dropped this, huh? Okay. I was wondering why I didn't get anything there. It just dropped that one thing. There's a kind of mini boss coming up, so... It may be off in here. No? Or it could be when we go back. Yeah, it's the mini boss here. Alright. Let's do a little emptying out here. We can also turn in this quest finally. There's a little bit of experience, 2 idle slots.
Yes. Follow your feet.
So we can't put that in. We could put one of these in. Or we could put one of these in. I think I'm going to put that in. And that's not really going to help us, so I'm just going to put that over there. Oh, right. I forgot. That's, goes into here. Well, actually, this would help. We could... No, we can't. Oh, we can't actually fit that. It's only 2. I thought we got a 3 on 1. I thought we got 3 on 1, but we didn't. So let's that up. And put all this off in here.
Yes.
Do you have anything? I could get some shatters. Oh, we got a new sword type. But I'm fine. We just got the axe, so I'm cool. Critical strike chance. Okay.
Follow your feet.
Um, So we should be able to do this. Yeah, usually we had to get the one over here as well to get to the next area. Luckily, you don't have to do that no more. That was a pain. Okay, so this is probably just going to pop out on us. Here's a tail swipe. Hmm. There we go. So we got that. I didn't see us get, like, bones, but... Okay, we got increased necrotic damage, shock on hit, necrotic resistance, lightning resistance, spell lightning damage. Not the greatest thing. Okay, where's the thing at? Oh, right. It's this way. Was over here. It's just going up this way. Hmm. Usually there's not two of them until further in. I don't know if that was like random chance that I ran into the two of them right there, or if that's actually scripted now to be there. Another silver ring, necrotic, fire damage, fire res, void res. Replace this one, I think, with this one. 6 fire, 16 void. Critical strike and necrotic damage. So, yeah, we can set that one there. I don't think I want to replace my claw. I think my claw is doing okay right now. Let's do another deal in this shock. End area. Nope. I am not. False time. Watch out for the chains. So we got that done. Oh, right. Gotta go talk to him up there. Alright. Just throw these in here. Fix the gear vendor. And catcher. Yeah, some. Do I want to buy these just to shatter them? Yeah, kind of.
Take care.
Yeah, I kind of want to buy those just to shatter them. So we're now on to Act 2.
I believe essential we the seek out the outcast queen, leader of the living rebels, and show her.
Fortunately, we're in another town, so we can't complete everything. Dodging also gives you the aspect of the boar, so dodging would now also give me 15% deals as well.
Yes.
Talk to you. Talk
Stay
to
safe.
you.
I see.
Go this way. No, over here. We have to go see the forge because it's supposed to tell you about the forge. That's a really old quest. You can access it anytime you want to now. I think you needed to touch a forge like a long time ago, but then they like just straight up changed it to a key that you can open up and use it anytime you want. I don't think I was playing around the time that that was a thing. Let me see. It's been about an hour and 30 minutes, so next time we should be able to get into the summon scorpion and go from there. We're at one point. I think we're also almost, yeah, we're almost leveled up. Not much more. So one more level, two more levels, depending on if any of these quests give us like um, a skill point or anything. We are at 10 of 15 past the point where forwards already, and 2 of 8 of the idle slots. So next time we'll do more Last Epoch. So thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.